I brought down Noriega. You know Noriega?
Yes, yeah.
I brought him down to do 2 shows.
Yeah.
And me and my boy, he was more in the music industry, so I was kind of going off the strength of he made it kind of seem like he knew what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and his friends are his friends that he plays soccer with.
Yeah.
So I'm just envisioning as him keep playing soccer, and he's not gonna be on road.
Yeah.
Partying with the youths on the streets that are up to no good, because he's gonna be at soccer.
For some reason, the skin is just super flawless.
Yeah, that
You don't even have pores anymore.
No pores.
Flushing, I'm flushing. They can't change what they thought, and they can't change what we really are. What they thought. We've been getting busy from the very start. Taking no days off. Always straight out the mud. And I won't change for nothing. Big dog when I came up from the trenches, now I'm buzzing.
That I'm getting rich. They mad I'm pissed that I'm getting rich. They mad I got a banner from the gift.
Big dog when I came up from the trenches.
They mad I'm pissed that I'm getting rich.
All right, welcome to another episode of SAYless doMORE. We have Kamel Akil on the show.
Yes.
Formerly known as Cash, you know.
What's going on?
Switch it up on them, you know.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming, man. I really appreciate you coming.
For sure.
So you're Canadian, Jamaican, British. Are you really like tapped into your British side? I see that on your Instagram. I noticed that. I seen the Canadians, you know.
Yeah. True. My dad, he's born in Jamaica, but he grew up in England.
Okay.
And that's where he met my mom. So he has like a British accent.
Okay.
Same with my mom. They both speak with a British accent, you know. And my dad speaks patois sometimes when he's talking to his friends, and thing, you know. Yeah.
That's just, you know, again, like a lot of the guests that I bring onto the show, I pay attention to their Instagram, see what they're up to, what they're doing. Like, I follow you for a reason, you know, show love, support what you're doing.
Yeah.
But one thing that intrigues me about your Instagram, outside your relationship with your son, because that's one thing that really intrigues me. But as a black man, but snowboarding, brother. Like, how did you get into that? When did the love for that first start?
True. One of my brothers, he's more in touch with our white side, you know. So he's been skiing from time, you know. So
you probably skateboard too.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Can you though?
Not really.
Is it the same thing?
I would say it's different. It's a bit more dangerous because, you know, snowboarding, you fall in the snow, it's not so.
Yeah,
you know?
okay, true.
But yeah, my brother used to always be like, yo, we're going skiing, come through. I'm just like, bro, it's cold outside. I'm not going nowhere, you know what I mean? But then one year, one of our friends passed away. And we all kind of just went as a group, you know what I mean? And I tried snowboarding. And like, I went straight to the top. Me and my boy went straight to the top. And we looked down, and it's like, yo, this is dangerous. Bro. It's like, this looks like you could die right now. Because usually when you go for the first time, you're supposed to go to like the bunny hills. But we didn't know that. We're just like, whatever, like we're going for it. My brethren took off his skis and went back to the house. I'm not doing this, you know? But I'm like, I'm gonna go for it. But it took me like 2 hours to get to the bottom. It's supposed to take like 8 minutes. But I was just so determined to learn, you know. Because I seen all these young kids like blowing down the mountain. I'm like, these guys are wicked. I'm like, if they could do it, I could do it. And I just kind of got hooked, and I wanted to learn. So I just kept going and invited some of my brethren, and we all just started to learn together. And I've been snowboarding for maybe like 13 years now. So and plus it just makes the winter go by faster, you know. Something fun to do.
So I see that you like sometimes I'll stay out there.
Yeah.
So that's from get up. That's where you're hitting the hills.
Well, it's like a whole weekend vibe, you know. Like sometimes I'll rent a house. You know, sometimes we'll stay in the village, wherever, you know, and it's like you wake up in the morning. We'll go the night before even, you know, we'll go out into the village, go to a bar or something, have some fun. You know, usually there's a jacuzzi, go in the jacuzzi, You know, like it's just a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe. It's not just snowboarding, but snowboarding is the best part, you know?
I follow Six Deuces work closely too, just like yours. That's when I first, cause I'm obviously gonna support your people, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's when I first seen your work, right? I think back then he went by the name of Flo Jackson.
Flo Jackson. I know him as Six Deuce.
Yeah. Or maybe that was the name of the track, Flo Jackson.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
But you guys are like standing on top of a school bus. It's like you guys are in like a rec yard.
Yeah.
You guys are doing your push-ups. I'm like, yo, these guys, like, what's going on here? How did you guys end up connecting? Like, connect?
I met him through my boy. And my boy was like, yo, you need to be my boy Six Deuce. He's a songwriter, he raps, you know what I mean? So we linked up and we just clicked right away, you know what I mean? We just clicked right away, like, you know, so we just started making music and rolling together and, you know, just kind of made like a little movement.
Yeah.
You know, Borough Boys movement. And started making music and, you know, try to ting.
Yeah, that's good to hear, man. That's I'm personally just telling you, that's when I first started to pay attention to your music, you know?
That's when I first
and then I just started, I'm like, yo, hold on, I know this guy. When I'm hearing the radio play, I'm like, yo, hold on. I know this guy. Hear your stuff getting on the radio.
Yeah.
How the process for that? How did, like, your first time you heard your music getting played on the radio, how did that feel?
Yeah, it feels good, you know? It's like, it feels good. So it's like a vibe. It's like, it feels like you accomplished something, you know? But as you know, like, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So luckily, like, I know Specs the boss, you know? Because my brother's a DJ, he DJs with him from King Turbo. So I kind of had that plug. But it's not just because I know him, it's also because he said it to me straight, like, it's not just because I know, it's because I like your music, you know what I mean? So that's why I put it on the radio. It's not just because I know him, but at the same time, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And then who you know has to be willing
to be like, okay, you know what, you're not going to make me look away. Like, you're actually probably proud, like, this is my boy, listen to this. You know?
So Specs plugged me in on the radio, you know, so big up to Specs, you know. So that's how I got most of my music on the radio.
Any skill outside of music?
Skills outside of music. Probably just like the snowboarding. You know, when I was younger, I used to wrestle.
Okay.
Scarborough champion, Ontario champion. East Canadian champion.
Oh, wow.
You know, and I used to, but that was when I was young, you know. And I played soccer my whole life. I played soccer my whole life, played in the Ontario League. So, you know, it's my first passion.
When we talked on the phone, there's a lot of things I didn't know about you that we briefly talked about. And it really, how can I say? It really, it made me understand your journey more and have a lot of respect for you in the sense of like, fuck, this guy came from here, made a certain transition that we're gonna get into. And bro, I can see you're an amazing father. I've watched the growth.
Respect.
And you know how I know? Because it's actually getting good. So you have to be around for like, I see the skills that you're teaching him when it comes to like soccer and certain things. So obviously you gotta be, because you get good because off of repetition, right?
For sure. It's always repetition.
Off of repetition. So, one thing I want to ask you, like, things were always peachy and cream. Like you're talking about how you used to make your money. What was a day to day like that? Like, tell the people, like, give them an idea, like, you know, like, in a sense.
Well, like I've always had a job from when I was young. You know what I mean? So. Because my dad was strict, and plus I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters, so growing up in a house with 5 kids, you know what I mean, shared a room with my 2 brothers, a triple bunk bed, you know what I mean, so my dad was strict, like, I don't know if you know about Byway, but back then,
yes, I know.
We were getting our clothes from Byway.
Yes.
So my shoes were like $9.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I know the life,
with
brother.
Plastic soles, you know what I mean? In gym class, I'm skating
sliding,
around, sliding around in gym class, you know, with my plastic shoes. So my dad, he made it clear to us, like, if you want certain things that cost a certain price, you want the Nike shoes, whatever, he's like, you gotta pay the difference. He's like, he'll pay this certain amount, but if you want something more than that, you gotta pay the difference, so you gotta work. You know what I mean? So it's from like 10 years old, delivering papers with my brother. You know what I mean? Me and my brother delivered papers all the way up until I got to high school. And then I was like, okay, I'm not going to high school delivering papers. So then you start doing telemarketing. Then I work at Athletes World. I used to work at Laser Quest. You know, I always had a job. But I was also always, in high school, I was always selling weed at the same time. It's just, you gotta have different streams of money, you know what I mean? You can't just be doing one thing, you know what I mean? So I was always hustling, trying to make money, because I always wanted the nicer things, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so... what was the question again?
So basically I'm just trying to find out, like, when you went from your process of being legit.
Okay.
Because you have a business, don't you? You have a business, right?
Yeah.
All right, tell people about your business.
Yeah, so when living with my dad, I always had to like pay rent, you know.
Yes.
So I had a job when I graduated high school. I pretty much went straight into this factory. But I was making good money, like $17 an hour. So them times I was good money. At 19 years old, making $17 an hour, that was good money. You know what I mean? So I worked there for like 8 years.
Yeah.
And then I got laid off on the same day I got hired. So I was there for like exactly 8 years. So my dad gave me like a couple months off, you know what I mean? Not having to give him no money. And then one day he's like, all right, you have to start paying money again. So that's him telling me to get another job. So in my mind, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to work for no one else ever again in my life. Like, I'm sick of this. Like, working in that factory, doing 3 shifts, day shift, night shift. You know what I mean? Graveyard shift. I was like, I just don't want to go back to working for people. I never got along with my bosses any job I ever worked at. I mean, I don't like being told what to do. So at that point, you know, I just told my pops, like, you know what? All right. I'm gonna move out then, because I'm not gonna go find another job right now. I need to figure something out. So then I just went and lived with my mom. And she lived in Malvern. So at that time she was living in government housing. So I just pretty much went straight to the hood. And I had a severance from working there for so long. And I also saved money. So I'm like, you know, let me try an investment. So I brought down Noriega. You know Noriega from Drink Champs? I brought him down to do 2 shows. And me and my boy, he was more in the music industry, so I was kind of going off the strength of he made it kind of seem like he knew what to do. You know what I mean? But
how did you get that interaction with
Well, he had the plug. I think he knew he had the plug for N.O.R.E's manager.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, but at that time we were transitioning from like having a street team for promo marketing and Instagram. Like Instagram started coming in and more like social media marketing, you know what I mean? So at that time we were still doing flyers and posters, and we kind of just got it wrong. It was my first time, but I just tried a thing, you know? So we did a show at Opera House, we did a show in Whitby, but they both flopped. You know what I mean? Because we didn't know what we were doing. But at the end of the day, you learn from your mistakes, you know what I mean? So I lost like 10 grand from that.
Back then 10 grand is a lot of money.
I lost a lot of money. So then I'm at this point now I'm broke. So I'm in the hood now. And one day I was just chilling with a man on the ends, and he's like, yo, I need some trees. So I knew a man where I could get it from. So I went to go get it. But he didn't like it. So I was just like, I'll get rid of it. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, I was just like the Kush King. I mean, like I just started, you know what I mean? Everyone started coming to me to get their things, you know. So, and as you know, in the hood, everybody and their granny smokes weed.
Yeah.
Their mom, their dad, sisters, everybody smokes kush. Everybody.
Yeah.
So, but the thing about me is that there's other people on the end selling kush too, right? But me, I always bought the best of the best.
Yes.
So I always bought the highest grade, even though it cost more money. But I knew I could charge more and make more. So businesses started booming, and I was just making so much money. Like, it was great.
You know what's different from your story right now?
Yeah.
Most people, they just like, they see something and they try to glamorize it. Like, oh, I seen him in the big chain, I wanted that, so I started hustling.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So this one's pretty different, brother. Like, you know what I mean?
No. I always, from when I was young,
You're just a businessman.
Yeah, I just want to make money. You know what I mean? Just trying to make money. Like,
did that life ever put you in like a dangerous situation?
Oh yeah. My whole life, I never had beef with nobody until I started selling trees, bro. Then you start running into some weird characters, bro. Like, people like moving like junkies, and you're thinking like it's just weird.
Yeah.
Like,
what about the paranoia?
Paranoia, like, yeah, like riding around with pounds in your whip, and you think about those things. People think, oh, it's not coke, it's not crack, but you could still go to jail for it, bro. You could still get wrapped up in, you know what I mean? So it's still a risk, you know, it's still a risk. So, but yeah, me, it wasn't trying to glamorize or try to go on like I'm some type of gangster, because I'm not a gangster.
Yeah.
I'm a hustler. I get money, you know. I'm not into the whole trying to be a tough guy. Yeah. Not to say I won't thump you in your face, but I think guns are for cowards. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not into that. Like, I'm into getting money, working together. If we can make money together, let's make money together. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna try and rob you. And I don't agree with all that, man, robbing people.
I seen a couple of things. One thing that touched my soul is on your Instagram, because I pay attention to a lot of my guests, because most likely Instagram, I know you. Yeah. And I seen, you know, one of your workers came from a different country.
Oh, yeah. It was, this dude came from Colombia. He was only here for maybe like 6 months or something, and he told me he used to play professional soccer back home. So I was asking him, like, when was the last time you played, you know? But he's like, yeah, he didn't really speak good English, but he's just saying like he didn't have no money to buy cleats and buy the gear to go play, you know what I mean? He just had like one jeans and a shirt, and, you know, like, he's probably just renting a room somewhere with another Colombian guy, and they're just trying to make it, you know what I mean? So at that time, that job I was working on, I was making good money on that job. So, you know, I was like, yo, I just went and bought him some soccer shoes, gave him some track suits and some clothes, just to, you know, help him out a bit, you know, just help him out. It's like, why not? Like, it wasn't a big deal, you know?
So now, Bam, you're hustling. When did you like, yeah, you know what? I can't do this right now. I can't do this no more. What was the turning point when you're like, yo, this is not it, man?
It's probably when the boy then raided my house. You know, that lifestyle never ends good, man. It just is what it is, you know. And people tell you that too. People will tell you that. And my mom told me too. When I moved in with my mom and she knew what I was doing, she told me, like, the hardest thing about this is stopping it.
You were trying to hide it from your parents?
No, I never hide it from my mom. My mom's cool still.
Yeah.
Not like my mom's mad cool. Like it's not that she was all for it, but she told me, she's like, the hardest thing about what you're doing right now is actually quitting.
Yes.
Saying no to the money. Imagine someone's calling your phone, and you know you're gonna go get some money. It's hard to just stop it. That's why a lot of time, man, they'll go to the bin and they'll come out and go right back to it.
Cause, bro, how can they make a quick money and bam? They can go together first and last and bam, boom, boom, boom.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Because the money's, your phone rings, it's money. Yeah. So why are you gonna say no to that?
So what steps did you take to make those changes?
Well, it's just like, you know, when my house got raided and the police robbed me for like $20,000. $20,000. When I got bail and I went back to the house, I went to go see it, my money's gone, and I was like, holy smokes. and I was saving that money to buy a house. You know what I mean? This was like 8 years ago. So them times 20 grand and you could put a down payment on house. You can't do that no more. But then you could do that.
Yeah.
But so now it's like I need to start over again. And at this time now, weed's becoming legal. Yeah. Dispensaries are opening up. So it wasn't as
people have options now.
Yeah, there's so much options, you know what I mean? So it's like the money wasn't really there anymore. So and plus I'm out on bail, and you know what I mean? So it's like I'm not trying to get caught up doing some nonsense. So I started, my brother's a plumber. Did some jobs with my brother, and then my next boy, he does HVAC. I did some work with him. My next boy does tiles. Did some work with him, and then my boy who does HVAC, he's showing me like how much painters make. You know what I mean? But I didn't believe him. I didn't know like painters make so much money.
That's not a joke.
You know what I mean? It's even better than selling trees. Like it was more.
Yeah, especially if you're working piecework.
It's way more. But it's just way more work. Like it's hard work.
You have to work.
It's hard work.
That's the thing I feel like.
Which I'm not scared of because I worked my whole life. But I just.
But you have to admit, like hustling is like easy,
It's easy. It's easy, but at the same time, there's a lot of headaches. A lot of headaches and
mental headaches, but not body like.
Not physically. It's not physically hard at all, but it's just other problems, you know. But then I found out how much they make, and I was always good at art, like drawing and stuff. So I painted. At the time, my son's mom's house. I painted her house, and you would think that a professional did it, you know what I mean? But the first floor I was using tape, and then I linked my brethren Zico. He's a jack of all trades, and he came to help me, and I saw him doing it without tape, like freehand.
I noticed. That's what you noticed when you.
I was like, yo, I just wasted all that time putting all that tape. And then I tried to do the freehand myself. And then I painted the rest of the house freehand, and it was clean. Clean, like it looked professional.
I'm fascinated by that. Like, yo, how the
You know, I was fascinated too when I see
like dark color on a white wall, like yo, one little splash.
You don't want to mess it up, right? So you're using tape, but he did it with freehand. And I'm like, holy smoke, that's sick. So and then I found out I could do it myself, and then I went and worked with some painters, and I realized like. I'm painting better than these guys, and these guys been painting for years. But it's also because they just didn't really care. Like,
passion.
It's more just how I am as a person. Like I'm very neat and tidy and particular and clean. So that's good. If you're a painter, those are good things to have because these guys are sloppy and messy and even the owner of the house. Behind their backs coming to me like, oh, I like how you paint better than those guys. When those guys, I want you to come, you know what I mean? So then I was just like, you know what? My back's against the wall. I'm broke right now. The boy them just ate my food, 20 grand. So I just made some cards, started handing them out, and I got a job, 2 grand. Took me 3 days. I'm like, holy smokes, like. Next job, another couple grand, took me 2 days, like. So then I just got more.
That's the hardest part to get the jobs, though.
Yeah, that's the hardest part because the first couple years. So I'll get a job and I'll make a couple grand in a couple days, but then I won't get another job for another 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So it's like the first couple years was rough. First couple years was rough. You know what I mean? But then COVID came, and now everybody's home. Because usually when people do renovations, they want you to be home. You know, they want to be home. Sorry, they want to be home. They don't really want to have you in their house and they're at work. So now everybody's home doing all these different renovations, looking at their walls like, let me do this. So COVID, I got the most work. I made the most money during COVID. It was great. And then my business started booming, and the rest is history. So now. I have my company. It's called Sweet Lines Painting.
Okay, Sweet Lines Painting.
Sweet Lines Painting, and That's what I do for a living now. You know what I mean? And it's the best thing I ever did.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I ever did.
I want to touch more on the transition because another thing too, like when I did this podcast, when my team came up with this idea for this podcast, we always tried to bring people with a brand.
Yeah.
On it, but at the same time encourage the youth because I feel like a lot of youth are lost, and I'm happy that you're able to stay woke and make that transition.
Yeah.
Is this like the first time you ever used your story to impact another person or encourage someone? And what do you say to young people that try to glamorize the hustling life?
Yeah, it's the thing is, it's hard to talk to young people about these things because they have to go through it themselves, and then they realize after, you know what, he was right. Even me, when I was
Did you have a mentor or somebody, or were you just like?
Not well. Like my dad was in my life. Like I said, my dad was strict. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I was scared of my dad. I used to get licks every day.
Yeah.
I tell you some stories, you think I was abused, but it's just regular for the Jamaican. It's regular.
Yeah,
and now I'm older. I respect him for that because it kept. Even though I got in a little bit of trouble, but compared to a lot of my friends, you know, a lot of them are dead. In and out of jail. I was scared to do certain things because I know my dad, I would get licks when I get home. Like serious licks. You know what I mean?
I tell people the same thing, like, yo, man, like, yo, the beating I used to get, I'm like, I wonder if these guys even check for me like that.
But I know some of my friends, their dad wasn't really around and they didn't have those consequences to their actions, you know what I mean? So they had to learn the hard way, you know what I mean? But when I was younger, the older heads used to always be like, oh, get a trade. But when you're younger and you see man in their dirty boots, their dirty,
it's not appealing.
Their dirty clothes,
man.
You're thinking these guys are broke.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that guy over there, Billy Bob, has a cottage. He has a boat. You know what I mean? He has ATVs, he has Sea-Doos. You know what I mean? He's caked because he has a trade.
I never really understood it till I ended up doing a trade for my own self.
Exactly.
But people can get lost in the sauce, like depending on your responsibilities and like coming up in the trade, you're still going through that process. You're not getting paid especially when you're an apprentice.
Well, luckily for me, the trade that I chose because I was good at it, I didn't have to go through all that. I just went for it by myself. I maybe worked for one person and then I'm like, yo, I'm doing this myself.
That's good, man. That's ambitious, very ambitious.
I'm not trying to work for $20 an hour. Like that's not gonna cut it. You know what I mean? So when I found out I could make thousands, all right, I'm doing this myself. You know what I mean? But I just tell the young youths that are watching this, like, it's like I don't even know what to, because it's like I said, you could tell them, but they gotta go through it. But it's like, if you have a trade, you can make just as much money as you're making hustling, if not more. But you just gotta put in the work. You know what I mean? And you're not. No one's gonna try to rob you. You're not gonna go to jail for it. You could start building your credit because you can't buy assets without credit. The bank's not gonna loan you no money if you don't have credit. So you need to start building your credit and just get legit. Like it's good money. You know what I mean? It's good money, legit money, and you could build a future. I wish I started younger. You know what I mean? I wish I started when I was 19, 20.
Yeah. Because when I got into a trade, I was seeing people in there that were like 17, 18.
Yep, they're smart.
And I was like, damn, like right off, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're journeymen in like 3 years.
So now when I see younger kids now, sometimes I'll be at the gym and you sometimes end up talking to somebody. Oh, how old are you? I'm 20. I'm like, what do you do? Oh, I'm an electrician. You're an electrician? You're only 20? Oh, he smokes. I'm shaking his hand like, yo, keep doing what you're doing because you're gonna have a successful future if you keep doing what you're doing.
I like how the fact that you talk about it because everything works hand in hand. The electrician might be on a job doing a job. Yeah. And the electrician might. Most times, well, I don't know. I used to be in commercial. Yeah. So in commercial now, the electrician isn't there before the painters really get there. Still, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the painter goes in last.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like he could give you the heads up, like, hey, buddy, these guys they're building over here. Like, you know what I mean? So I admire The way you network, you're an electrician, shake the hand, like,
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can lose out on an opportunity when you don't say nothing.
Yeah, I learned that too. Cause I'm not, as much as I'm talking now, but it's cause we're having conversation. But I'm very like when I go somewhere and I don't know nobody, I'm in the corner like observing. I'm not really talking too much. But when I'm around my peers, I'm a bit more open. You know what I mean? But I'm learning more now. You need to talk to people. You don't have to have like, cause growing up in Scarborough, like it's screw face capital. So you just have this look on your face, like you have to be a tough guy, cause you don't know nobody to fuck with you. You know what I mean?
Scarborough's a different place when I was younger.
But when you grow up now, you realize like you need to smile more. You need to be more approachable. You need to shake hands and talk to people. And those are growing up in Scarborough, like this, it's like you have a screw face. Cause you don't want nobody to fuck with you. So everyone just has a screw face. Oh, I'm a tough guy. Even though you're not a tough guy, we're all pretending like we're tough guys. You know what I mean? But when you get older now, you realize you need to smile more.
Yeah, because you can lose on opportunities.
You need to shake hands, smile, talk to people, and just spread love and be kind. You know what I mean? Kill people with kindness, even. You know what I mean? Because it opens up the opportunities.
So another thing I want to speak about, because I don't want people to think, oh yeah, you have this idea, it's gonna be all peaches and cream. Oh, I started this business. Oh, it's gravy. So I want to know, did you ever face any setbacks while you're starting your business and you're like, yo man, fuck this, man, I should just go call the guy again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and how did you deal with that? Those temptations?
It was more just the jobs are so far in between. That was the hardest thing. Like,
or had the mentality like, if I was doing this and this on the Lord, this time I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro,
well, in the beginning, I did both.
Yeah.
I did both, but it came to the point when the dispensaries open. It was like now, because I'm not living in the hood anymore. Because when you're in the hood, it just comes to you.
Yeah.
But now I'm living back in the suburbs, and I gotta drive everywhere. And I'm like, this money I'm spending on gas, this, and I'm like, this isn't even worth it anymore. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just focus more on just doing the painting. You know what I mean? And forget about all that. And like I said, it's the best thing I ever did. I'll never go back to that. Never.
What skills? Because another thing too, I'm gonna let the people know, when you're making a transition over from into a square life, right? There's a lot of skills that you probably took from when you're hustling, into the legit world. Is there anything that you could tell me where, like I've heard a guy tell me, he's just like, yo, I just don't take no for an answer anymore.
Yeah, for me,
like I get up in the morning and I have to do something. I have to go drop off a card. Is there anything like?
Yeah, it's for me. It's kind of just like just dealing with all the different personalities, you know, because every customer is different, and even being on the road all day, and driving far to go do a job, because if a man wants a certain thing and he's all the way, maybe an hour away, if it's worth it, you would go and deliver that.
Yeah.
Same with a job now. If you want your house painted and you live in Hamilton, I'm going to Hamilton. I'm gonna paint your house because it's worth it. And like I said too, just like people skills, talking to people, and like everybody's different. Like you just gotta know how to. I just kill people with kindness. You know what I mean?
Was your baby mom's house the first job that you did? You were talking. That's the first job.
Yeah, that was I did a little bit of painting when I was a teenager. Like when I worked for this agency. Yeah. We were painting different government housing and things.
Because what I'm trying to get at is like I remember when I framed or boarded my first unit. I was like, yo, this is me. Even after the building's done, build up and ready day, I was like, yo, I did work on that. Can't pass that building. Let me say, yo, I did.
Sometimes I do that with my son still when I'm driving and he's in the passenger. I'm like, yo, I painted that house.
So, do you remember your first job and how you felt after you completed it?
Honestly, when I first did it, even as much as I thought I was good, I was good still. But now I'm great.
Yeah.
So there's even times when I couldn't even sleep at night. I'm like, oh, I probably could have done that better at the customer's house. You know what I mean? I would think about it because I always want, want it to be perfect. You know
bringing
what I mean?
that job home. That's bringing the job home. You're sitting there like, yo. Or the next day you're like, yo, I had this and this and such to do.
Yeah. But now I'm pretty sick with it. You know, sweet lines.
What's the toughest project you ever had to work on? Where it's like, 'cause I want to give you an example for myself. When I bullshit my way through my trade in the sense of like, before I learned how to frame, I told them I knew how to frame. Yeah. Because you're boarding and you're seeing everybody frame, so you understand what to look for, what you want as when you're boarding. And I remember I telling the man that he's like, how much experience you have? I'm 5 years. I haven't even been in the trade for 5 years, and I started boarding first. I remember he came in the unit and he's just like, yo, this unit's a disaster. But brother, I'm there from 7. So the security guard is trying to kick me out and say,
you gotta start somewhere.
And
you gotta start somewhere.
The workers fought for me, you know what I'm saying? But that, like you were talking earlier, I used to bring that home with me, like, yo, I'm still in there. Like all 4 days, I'm still in the same unit, brother. You know what I'm saying? So you ever had a job that was like, yo, bro, and like, how do you deal with it?
It's like,
like say you're painting, maybe a screw still poking out or something like that. Like, I don't know.
At first I had a tough time patching holes. You know what I mean? So, like I would try to patch a hole and the mud is falling out. But it's like, I don't know, it's just like you come up with some kind of like excuses, like, you know, just trying to get out of it. And like, I don't even remember, but stuff like that, you know what I mean? Or even like accent walls. When someone wants to accent wall and you gotta separate the colors from both this wall, now you get separated. And my lines were a little bit wobbly and it's like, oh my gosh. And then you're trying to go back and fix it and it's like, but you get over it. Like you gotta start somewhere. But the more you do it, the better you get at it. And eventually you'll figure it out and you'll start getting money, you know?
Okay, so another area I want to speak about is because there's a lot of guys out there that have responsibilities. And they're not tapping in. And that comes to your son. He's involved in a lot of activities. A lot of. You want to name some of them?
He plays soccer. He plays soccer like 7 days a week. Because he plays competitive. He's 10 years old. He does taekwondo. Right now he's training for his black belt.
Were you involved in sports like he was? Or?
I played soccer my whole life. And he also does boxing. And he does swimming. I feel swimming's mandatory for kids. Like you gotta let your kids learn how to swim, you know what I mean? And he does BMX riding.
So why so many
the soccer is more of just like, I don't know, I love soccer. I played my whole life and it's a good opportunity for when he gets older, even if he doesn't go professional, maybe he can get a scholarship, get free education, and it keeps him out of trouble. And his friends are his friends that he plays soccer with. So I'm just envisioning as him keep playing soccer and he's not going to be on road partying with the youths on the streets that are up to no good. Because he's going to be at soccer practice. He's going to be at a soccer tournament. He's going to be at a soccer game. You know what I mean? And the reason why I do a bit of everything is just like, I just want to try different things, you know what I mean? And just enjoy life, you know?
I could see that he appreciates that. The smile, like you can see it, like I'm a good judgment of character, you know what I'm saying? So I could, bro, a lot of kids are not operating like that.
I always want to make sure he's having fun. As much as I'm strict with him at the same time.
I can see. I
don't fuck around. You know
I can see that. Like, you know, I can see that.
I always make sure that he's having fun. You know what I mean?
How did you get to motorcycle riding? I see you on the what do you call them? The Harley Davidsons?
When I was in my 20s, I got a Kawasaki Ninja. At them times, I just thought it was cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I just want a motorbike, like, and plus I was working in the factory, making money.
Yeah.
I had my Honda, I had my bike, and I bought my Maxima. You know, no, I had the Honda and I bought the Maxima, then I bought the bike, and I just thought it was cool, but it was fun. It was fun. But now I'm older now. I just wanted to be one of the first men them to be on a Harley.
Yeah.
Because every man has a crotch rocket.
Yeah,
so I wanted to switch it up and like, yo, I'm gonna pull up on a Harley.
Why not the handlebars that are up here?
Yeah, I have the 16-inch handlebars.
Oh, okay, you have that. You have that.
Because most guy, when you think of Harley, you think of a white guy.
Yeah, yeah, you do.
But I'm like, I'm gonna pull up on my Harley in my J's, you know what I mean? And just wanted to be different. I just wanted to be different. I didn't want to have a regular like everyone else was doing, so I got the Harley.
It suits you, man. It suits you.
Respect, yo, respect.
I seen your family on Family Feud.
Oh yeah, you seen that?
How you guys they get on Family Feud?
My sister, my sister, I wasn't on it, but like I said, I have two sisters, and one of my sisters is married to, I don't know if you heard of the Winans family.
Yeah, I do.
Gospel family.
Yeah, like BB Winans, CC Winans.
My sister's married to Carvin Winans.
Oh wow, that's big.
He's one of the twins, you know.
Okay.
So I don't know. They just kind of made it happen, and plus, like he's already famous, and
yeah.
I guess it was like a plug to get him on the show too, you know. What I mean? So they just made it happen, you know.
You ever be like, yo, man, them type of music fix up, you know? 'Cause he's a Christian, no?
Yeah, he's Christian.
Yeah. So he ever like, you know?
Cause he
sing some gospel music. Cause you have an amazing voice.
Yeah, I sang backup for him.
Okay. That's big.
One of my biggest gigs was singing backup for him. That was the most money I've ever made doing music. Because here in Toronto, there's not really no money to be made.
No, yeah.
Like when you do a show, people want you to do it for free.
Yeah.
Or they'll give you like a couple $100. But he was doing a production, and he hired me to be the backup vocalist, and they paid me good money.
That's big, man. That's big. That's good to hear. Yeah. So not that I'm being like, but like, brother, you're on my Instagram. I looked at it. The Instagram, my personal Instagram. Yo, bro, you're like one of like the third person I followed.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
when you got Instagram?
Yeah, before I got Instagram. I was never really a social media guy.
Yeah.
I got it because of music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Literally.
Look at it. Everybody's different, right? The end of the day, way I look at it.
Yeah.
Everything your body needs comes from the earth.
Yeah.
And it was given to us by the Creator.
Yeah.
I'm not even religious.
Yeah.
But somebody had to have created this.
Yeah.
And they gave us what we need for our bodies to survive.
Yeah.
And everything your body needs comes from the earth. Anything else is poison. Simple. And people were like, oh, I eat meat, I eat dairy. Dairy is good for you. Like, if you were to get sick, at the end of the day, if you were to get sick, for you to heal your body, you have to alkaline your body. So you're going to stop eating meat, you're going to stop eating dairy, you're going to stop eating processed sugars. So I just look at it, why wait until you get sick until you want to start eating healthy? Why not just live a healthy lifestyle? And plus, I grew up like that. Like my dad was a Rastaman, so my family was vegan before vegan was Ital. My family was Ital.
Yeah, you give off that kind of vibe, like something like that was around you.
Yeah. My dad, like I said, my dad was strict. So he was a Ras when we were younger. My oldest brother had locks. My other brother had locks. And then one day he came home and cut off everybody's locks and turned Jehovah's Witness.
Oh snap!
So we're Jehovah's Witness for years. You know what I mean? But he still had that Ras in him. We still ate healthy. We weren't allowed to drink soda.
Yeah.
We didn't eat pork. None of that stuff. You know. So I was always conscious of it because I learned from my dad. And now that I'm an adult, I have to look back and like, yo, my dad was right this whole time.
Yeah. They say if nature don't make it, don't take it.
Exactly.
Here's the thing, what I heard about plant-based. Not about all, like you just gotta watch where you get certain things.
Yeah.
The other day I was brought to my attention that supplements that you can buy on Amazon. How do you know if somebody says this is vitamin C in this capsule that you're taking vitamin C?
You're right. How do you know?
You see what I'm saying? So that was a conversation about the plant-based.
Yeah.
There's like, it's not real meat. How do you know, like?
No, you see, that's why I say plant-based. I'm not perfect. You know,
Yeah.
nobody's perfect, but I try. Like, there's a difference between like vegan. That's why I don't say I'm vegan. I'm not a vegan.
Yeah.
I'm plant-based.
Yeah.
Because vegan now, you could eat all this processed bullshit
Okay.
and just fake meats and still be eating chips just as long as there's no dairy. Because vegans are more about saving the animals. You know what I mean? Like a real vegan is not wearing no leather, no fur.
Okay.
You know
It's
what I
deeper
mean?
than just what you consume.
Yes, you know, but plant-based is more about eating food that comes from the earth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm not a vegan. I'm plant-based.
Another thing that I watched, Uber Apollo, ring a bell?
Uber Apollo.
I think that's what
on
it
the
said.
Soca.
Brother, okay, so
Uber Soca.
Yeah,
It
so
was a Soca cruise.
yeah, so when I was younger, I wasn't really a big fan of R&B, but there was a 1-2 tracks that where I was like, yo, this is hard. That's a cold track.
Yeah.
And I think it was a song, Music Soul Child.
Music
Like
Soul
he's a good artist. He has a friend
One of the
called
sickest army artists ever.
Yes. So I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, you're doing. I'm noticing like, yo, this is a venue. I'm noticing Yardie in the background.
Yeah.
How did that come up? And like, did anything, like you had to gain traction from that event, bro, because you had the crowd away. You had people clapping their hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
In Toronto.
a lot of people on that cruise were from Toronto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you already know how hard it's hard for Toronto people to show love, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I was on Uber Soca as a Soca cruise. I'm not even really into soca like that.
Yeah.
I listen mostly reggae and
Yeah,
R&B,
yeah, you're Jamaican, man. You already know the vibe, man.
But I'm like, you know what, let me just be a bit more open-minded and try something different. So I went on Uber Soca. And when you go on those cruises, this is my first cruise, but when you go on those cruises, they have different activities and stuff. You know what I mean? So
Damn, that was a boat, eh?
yeah, a cruise ship. So there one night there was Apollo. They had an Apollo.
Yo, that room's huge, bro.
Yeah, so the ship
That's
is
on a-
huge. It's like a little city.
Damn, I thought that was like a building there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
shit.
was on a cruise.
Yeah.
So the Apollo night, so I was just like, you know what? Why not? Let me go sing a thing. You know, why not? So I just signed up for it and just did my thing.
Yeah.
This is what I do.
Yo, it's crazy. You can hear them waiting for you to hit that note. The high note in the start of the song.
Yeah.
And you hit it good, brother. No pause.
Yeah.
Next question.
We gotta stop doing that pause thing though.
Yeah,
We need to talk about that.
it's such a habit.
I know, it's a habit, but
and I'm thinking about the comments from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need to cut that out.
Yeah.
We need to cut that out. This whole pause and fire and why. You know what I mean? Like
it's homophobic.
Yeah, we need. If anything, it's more homophobic that we're doing that. Like,
No, I hear that.
Not even homophobic. It's just that you could be like, "Yo, that's hard," and the man would be like, "Pause." It's like, so the first thing that comes to your mind is Willie, bro. If you're thinking about Willie,
Yo, it's social media.
yeah, it's weird.
It's bad.
I think it's even more weird that we do that.
Yo,
We need to
it came
stop
to a
doing
point
that.
where we're calling somebody else's name. No Diddy.
Yeah. But it's funny though. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. The man them do that all the time. But really and truly, we need to stop doing that. We need to start going back to just talking normal and stop saying pause and fire and why.
Yeah. You have anything planned music wise? Anything anything coming up that you want people to know about?
Yeah. I've been doing this music for so long, bro. So long.
And if you could work with anybody, who would you work with? Give me your Rushmore of R&B artists that you would work with. They have to be here today though, and working actively. Can't bring out no one out of retirement, or from the grave. So you can't say Michael Jackson, because I feel like everybody.
One of my favorite artists really is Barris Hammond.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Barris.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites. It's not even R&B, it's reggae. Because
Reggae.
I mostly listen to reggae. I listen to R&B too. I mostly listen to R&B and reggae. But Barris is my guy, you know. So if I'm gonna work with someone today, right now, one of my favorite writers is Eric Bellinger.
Okay, okay.
Eric Banner is one of the sickest writers.
I never heard of him.
Because he's independent, but he wrote a lot of songs that you've heard and you didn't know that he wrote them.
Oh, okay,
You know what I mean? But Eric Bellinger, if you listen to his mixtapes too, you listen to that straight through. His beer hit after hit after hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And who else? There's so many artists, man. It's just to just choose like.
There gotta be someone on you like, oh, he's dropping an album. I gotta hear this.
Because right now in my life, I more listen to reggae. That's why it's not coming to my mind. Like, because I more listen to like Chronics, Mortimer, Protege. You know what I mean? Kabaka Pyramid. That's more what I listen to now. But I also listen to artists like even like Leon Bridges.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Even here in Toronto, Daniel Daly, Division. You know what I mean?
Never heard of him.
You never heard of Division?
No, never heard.
Even Daniel Caesar. You know what I mean?
I can't lie to you. I just started really appreciating R&B.
Yeah. Like I'd work with these guys, you know, but it's just how the game is. Like those men are famous. I'm not famous for music. You know what I mean? So for them to work with me, it's not really necessarily in their best interest. Even though I have so much talent that if they did work with me, the song would blow. You know what I mean? But it's more helps me than it helps them.
Do you think it's in a way? I'm not taking no shot at nobody, but you don't think it's just gaslighting in a sense where like, fuck man, this is a good guy. This guy's a good artist. Oh shit, he writes a good song. Let's just work together and just create a good song. Yeah. Because if you love the craft, like
it's just Toronto, bro. Toronto is just crabs in a bucket. Man, it's like when they say people they want to see you do good. But not better than them.
Yeah, that's real Toronto mentality.
You know? Yeah.
That's real Toronto mentality.
That's pretty much how it goes, you know? But like I said, like, I could sing, I could write.
Did you always like music, R&B, like, okay, you say you listen to more reggae, right? No, okay, so here's the thing too, right? When I was younger, R&B wasn't like the cool thing to listen to. Like, man is not going like, I got the new.
I didn't care. I pull up on the block, listen to Jagged Edge.
Okay, so I wanted to know. Were you behind doors with the like?
No. You know? I pull up, listen to Jagged Edge, 112.
Yeah.
Mans will try to make funny, but at the end of the day, they know like.
Yeah, this guy can sing though, for real.
Yeah, I could sing, and I'm not a punk, so. It's like there's just jokes. But really, in truth, I didn't care. Like, I sing R&B, and I didn't care what anybody thought. You know what I mean? I never even really listened to hip hop too much back in the day. You know, I more listened to R&B. Plus, I was in a group too. In high school, I was in a group, so we're doing R&B all the time, singing in the hallways, singing on the subway, singing at the bus stop, singing at weddings, at all the talent shows. You know what I mean? We're singing all the time. I didn't care what anybody had to say. R&B was more popular back then. 90s, early 2000s R&B was more popular than hip hop back then. But now it's the other way around. The R&B is not as popular as it used to, but it's coming back though. It's coming back.
I just had to check the questionnaire just because I want to ask you a question. I had to check the relationship status just to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Didn't get too crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I can't sing, right? But I've been around girls that are like, yo, man, if you could sing to me, you ever have that? Like, you know,
I hear girls say that all the time. Yeah. But I've never sang to a girl to try to get a girl.
But has it ever like have you not to get her? Because I believe if you have her, she's around you. You already have it, already did. But a girl ever be like,
I never try to use my music to get girls.
You know what I mean?
It just so happened that girls like R&B.
Because personally, as me, I've had people tell me like, yo, bro, if you a man that can sing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I was curious about that. When you see me looking at my phone just now, I had to look at the questionnaire just to make sure the relationship status was single before, you know what I mean?
Single.
Yeah, so how's single life treating you, man? Because I'm just curious, like.
Honestly.
You know, you have good morals, good standards, you're a great father, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Carry yourself well, you see what I'm saying?
it's just social media is ruining relationships, bro. Like life, I miss the days before social media.
Yeah.
When you would meet a girl, you like each other. Next thing you know, she's your girlfriend.
Yeah.
But now there's so much options, like, and the people just give up on each other. One little tiny thing, they just quit. You know what I mean? Because there's all these other options. There's all these apps, these dating apps. Now you could just go into a girl's DM. You don't even have to see her on the road and get the guts to go walk up to her and talk to her. Now you just go in her DM, and it's just like, it's hard to trust now. It's hard to trust because there's just so much options. You know what I mean?
And no disrespect to the ladies, but majority of the time, I'm not saying, like, majority of the time you just look better in the picture. No? You just, for some reason, the skin is just super flawless.
Yeah, that
like, you don't even have pores anymore. You don't even have pores. The pores are gone.
No pores.
Yeah, the skin is just... I've scrolled and just had to be like, hold on. There's a girl that I seen the other day, bro. I had to press the follow button for a minute.
Yeah.
She's from Toronto. She plays soccer.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know if she's Spanish or Colombian or what. But she's getting bare attention, but she plays soccer.
Yeah.
But, brother, when I look at them, it's like, I looked at one of the pictures one time and I'm just like, the skin is just too smooth. And then
when you saw her in real life.
Yeah, not in real life, but I could just tell right away.
Good. Like,
tell right away. Yeah. And then what sucks is people chase certain shit like that. Yeah,
I feel like the women, they're just like competing with each other, but
they don't even want the compliment from the man, eh?
They don't realize, like, man, they don't listen to us.
Yeah.
They just listening to each other.
They're competing with each other.
Competing with each other, but
it's crazy.
Like I know most men just want a natural thing. Love yourself. Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, just love yourself, man. Nobody's perfect, and stop with all this fake stuff and pretending like your skin is perfect, and then I see you and your skin's not perfect. You know, just love yourself. Love yourself, and the right guy will come along and love you for who you are, not for who you're pretending to be. Because he'll meet a man, and then he'll see like you're not who you're saying you are. You don't look how you say you are, and he's just gonna diss you. So why not just show yourself how you are, and then a man will see how you are. And then when you link up, he knows this is how he looked, and he made the effort to come see you, knowing that that's how you look, and it's better that way. You know what I mean? There's more chance of it working than catfishing. You know
Have you ever got catfished before?
I've been catfished. Like, whoa.
Yo, if you tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
No. I'm not gonna go deep like that.
Yeah.
It just, you don't look like how you portray yourself.
Did you stay?
Huh?
Did you stay?
What happened?
Did you stay? Did you finish the night? Like for me, when I got catfished,
let's just say she never saw me again. You know? Let's just say she never saw me again. But like I said, because I'm not the one for you.
Yeah.
Like, you're pretending to be this. But
right off the bat,
the guy who sees you for who you are and how you look, and is willing to come and meet you knowing that you look this way, that means he's into you. You know what I mean? So why pretend that you look a certain way, and then when I see you, you don't look that way? And now, like, you just look like an idiot. You're not gonna see me again. So just be yourself, love yourself, and the right person will come along, and you know, you have a better chance. You know what I mean?
So you say your son is 10, in 4 more years he's 14.
I know.
You already know what kind of energy starts flowing through the body. How do you ever just implant certain things when it comes to women, or you feel, is that too early?
I don't really, at his age at 10, I don't really talk about girls really with him. I don't even want him to see me with a girl.
Yeah.
I don't even want him to hear me on the phone talking to a girl.
Okay.
I just want him to focus on whatever he's doing, his soccer.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want him to get, cause I wish.
It's a conversation though, you can't avoid all his life.
Yeah, for sure. But I just don't want him to even see me in a life where thinking that
Oh, woman.
being a gallus.
Yeah,
you know what I
yes.
mean? Like, it's not the way.
I read
It's
that,
a waste
brother.
of time.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
read
waste
that,
of
I read
time.
that.
So I don't want my son to see me and talking to girls or with other girls, all these different girls. I don't want him to see that and think that that's the way life's supposed to be. Because
Yeah, I read that.
that's not how it's supposed to be.
I read that.
You're supposed to be with your woman
Yeah.
and start a family and work together as a unit.
So
You know what I mean?
when it comes to that, because like I think it's gonna be soon, right? Because like I remember a certain age, my pops telling me, and this was before I was in high school. I remember my pops telling me the 3 most important things in life. He's like is God, your job, and the woman that you choose to be with.
Yep,
You
that's
see what I'm saying?
That's a big
but I
part.
remember he was telling me that from young, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But that it just stopped. He never went further than that. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, yo, how to deal with certain things. Yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
You know, I feel like a lot of mistake people act is that you forget you're talking to a woman, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the thing too, the way some women deal with their man is kind of like buddy. So I feel like sometimes you can get those kind of responses where they kind of be harsh. Well, the woman feels it's harsh, but I talk to my buddies like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell my buddy, yo, man, calm down. You tell that to a woman now, you don't have to talk to me like that. You see what I'm saying? You don't really mean it like that.
Yeah, that's one thing that hurts me is that I'm not with my son's mom and we don't live together because it bothers me that I can't show my son how to treat a woman. Like living in the household with him and his mom and show him me loving his mom and he sees it and show him how to love a woman. You know what I mean? It bothers me that I can't do that. That's one thing I wish that I live with my son and his mom and show him how to be a family, you know? But it is what it is. You know what I mean?
When I'm gonna come to the end of the show right now, I have 2 more questions I want to ask you, and one is when it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want people to remember you by? You're like Cash or Akil, pardon me, Akil.
Kamel Akil.
Kamel Akil.
So I went by Cash for years.
Yeah, okay.
But then I fucked up on that because there's so many Cashes in the world. But Cash, K-A-S-H is my initials.
Yeah.
So when I was in the R&B group, one day I wrote down my initials. I'm like, oh, Cash, I'm going to go by Cash.
Yeah.
But then you realize there's so many Cashes. So when you put in my name on YouTube or try to find me, it's going to be hard to find me.
Okay.
So that's why the past couple of years I went with my government, Kamel. And my middle name, Akil.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, Kamel Akil, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want people to remember you by?
Just being like a good father and knowing that I was someone that you could trust and I would I keep it real, you know what I mean? Like, but it's more just being a good father. I just want my son to be the best he could be, you know? It's more, everything right now is just about my son. You know? But I also wish too that my music started taking off and people could remember me for my music too, you know what I mean? But right now it's just like, it's just not what it is right now in Toronto for me, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm just doing. I'm just working.
Try work with other artists, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, not even just in this bubble, because you already know how this bubble stays. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I've got responses from messages that I messaged a year ago, bro. Like, it's crazy how everything just works. Like,
it's just not here, man. I gotta leave. My brother-in-law keeps telling me to come to California. You know what I mean? Because he's out there doing his music thing. He moved here. He lived here for 17 years. He moved here to be with my sister. Got married, had a daughter. And this man is famous. He used to be a millionaire. You know what I mean? 17 years he was here. He couldn't get nothing done in the music industry. He went to California. What he's done in 2 years, he has work all the time. He's on this show, on that show, in 2 years. And 17 years, you couldn't get nothing done here. You know what I mean? So really it is, I just gotta leave. I gotta leave and go try somewhere else. But it's just I just don't want to leave my son. That's what it is.
Yeah. Don't stop too, because like I said,
yeah, I'm still doing
you got
it.
my attention. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm still doing it.
And
You know, I'm still doing it. You know, but I don't. It's like it just. I don't want to make it. It just sounds like excuses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're in it, people who in the city, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, and especially right now, it's not about the talent anymore. It's coming back though, but for a long period of time, it wasn't really about talent. It's just about gimmicks and it's like who has the most sauce. You know what I mean? But it wasn't about who makes the best music. You know what I mean? So, but I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it. But
yeah, this Toronto scene's kind of sad. I was saying to somebody the other day, I'm just like, yo, man, these guys, these mass rappers, like, we don't even know. You guys all look the same.
bro, back.
You guys are just sabotaging yourself and wasting all your money on this thing. Can't identify
some of the
who
rappers
you
you
are,
hear now, back then we would have laughed at them.
Yeah.
We would have laughed at me like, yo, this is a joke thing. Like, who's this guy? You know what I mean? But those are the guys that are getting put on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the real man are like Six Deuce.
Yeah.
Six Deuce. When I heard I believe him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's been through it.
Yeah.
When he came out of the pen, we do what he did like 6 years.
Yeah.
And when I'm hearing his raps, I'm like, yo, this guy should be put on right now because he's a real one.
I want to get him on the show. You know what I'm saying? He lost somebody close to him, so you know what I'm saying. He's grieving. But that's where I met him in an environment like that, and that, bro, like his penmanship.
Yeah, he could write too.
Yeah, and he would have, bro, he'd be at the door rapping or singing. He was singing, but I was like, okay, yo, at that time, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you're rapping. I like the rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the rapping.
The rapping.
Bro.
I told him,
he was singing inside there too.
He could sing. He could sing too. He could sing too. But the rapping is more like, anytime he rap, I'm like, yes.
Yeah. And Citizen persona in there because he was on his in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe him when he raps. Because when I listen, like I said, I never listened to hip hop too much. But when I did, the only artists I listened to was artists that I believed.
Yeah.
I listened to a man like Beanie Siegel.
Yes.
DMX.
Yes.
These are the artists that I'm listening to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Beanie Siegel's a big artist of mine. I felt it for the man when he lost his voice, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's what made you like.
Because when I hear him rap, I believe what he's saying.
Yes.
Nowadays, man, are just making up stuff, saying whatever. So that's what I was saying with Six Deuce. When he was rapping, I believe him. And he should be put on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But this all came to say that the people that are getting put on aren't the ones like that are like the sickest. Or it's just all like, you could say whatever you want. Nobody cares about being the realest anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. Now you could say whatever you want. There's auto-tune. There's just a lot of trickery going on. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is.
So this is a question that I ask everybody at the end of the show. Get their opinion. What's one thing people need to say less and do more?
Say less and do more. Exactly that.
Okay.
Don't say anything. Just do it.
Yeah.
Actions speak louder than words.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So one more thing, because I'm all about people getting their brand across, and they did.
Yeah.
Where can the people find you on Instagram?
Yeah, so you can follow my business page. You need your house painted.
Yeah.
You need your condo painted. You need your business painted, your place of business. Sweet Lines Painting, SWEETLINES Painting. And follow me also on my personal music page. It's Cash Music, Cash with a K, ITS, KASH, MUSIC. Follow me. I'm putting out more music. You could follow me. I sing every now and then and put out music, and I'm about to put out some more music this summer because I'm getting that vibe back again. So, yeah.
All right.
Follow me and pay attention.
All right. Pleasure to have you on the show, brother.
Yes,
Pleasure to have you on the
having
show,
me,
man.
bro. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming by. I know it was a
Appreciate the
distance
love,
from
you
you.
know?
Yeah, I know it was a
Yeah.
distance.
Yeah.
Makes me even appreciate you more. And like I said, I've been paying attention to your work, and I want to give you your flowers from now.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Because I have a brother that has a brand he's pushing. Consistency is key, and that's real shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will pick up something and they want to give up. That's not how success is made. You see what I'm saying?
You can't give
go
up.
through a little hard time, that's not how success is made. You know what I'm saying? Now you give up, that means you're not even, the success is not for you. Because after you gotta maintain certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming on the show. And yeah, good to have you, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks, bro.
Love, brother. Love.